A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And now an audible here into something else. To throw, here's Ward.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Ward. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
Touchdown, Allen!
George Pickens,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Rams 7, Panthers nothing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, Did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
The slot man in motion right. Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10.
Come on, come on.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You talk about this Rams defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
To throw is Ward.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go.
Now Ward. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a 3rd and long. Throwing now, Ward. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
A gain of 6.
The Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Middle. Ready? Alert! Where's that? Monday. Look out!
Here's Allen. They'll get this out to Genty.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. Touchdown, Allen!
McConkey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
7 Pirates, 6 the Eagles, 6 the Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11. Cut 19, cut 19.
Operating from the gun, Moore. Now he's going to step up and run. And not much to speak of. Called a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
3rd down and 13. Operating from the gun, Moore. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Allen going to change it up. They go play action here on 1st down. Allen going to run with it. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Allen. McConkey with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ward now working out of the gun.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Robinson. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a 1st down. Give them credit for that one.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll run with Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Moore. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Moore.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To the air, Allen.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Listen, he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2.
Here's Allen to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A run straight ahead with Genty.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Allen going to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Ashton Jeanty from 8 yards out. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 5.
Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw.
Ward. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ward. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Throwing again here, Ward.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the Panther first down.
Come on. Set. Ready?
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 5.
19 tight.
To throw, here's Ward. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's Ward.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 7 Pirates. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Warriors 7.
Looking to throw.
Ward.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, hold. 180! Stop. That's it.
To throw, it's Allen. And going deep for Hill.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ward.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did have to use timeout.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Tommy Tremble.
36 yards.
And the Rams are on their way to a 2-0 start. McPherson on for the extra point.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Rams 42, Panthers 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the gun, Ward.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw is Ward. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Going for it. Here's Ward. He'll try to do it himself.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
On 1st down, it's Genty.
20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Panthers 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
Don't get put in that blender, hold on.